All right, so after you get this little baby standing up like a toothpick with no base anymore, this is my style of getting these things down. All right, go ahead. Just don't trip over the saw. Going this way? All right, come on then. Coming at me, huh? Nope. Watch right here. Yeah. Pretty simple process. When we go through forest area, and you have all these hanger trees that catch stuff. Do those cuts up, down, it lands, drag it out just like that. Okay. We'll check back in. We got this other work. There you go, man. Snakes hang out in trees. So going through here doing work, you ain't just looking on the ground for snakes. You gotta look up also. We'll continue this mission. Crazy. Welcome back, all you warriors. Another episode of Elite Landscapes Life Stories. Today, we're gonna do a little planting, a little bit of trimming. You can see the shrubs behind me that need to get hit. Nothing major, nothing crazy, and nothing's overgrown. It's time to trim your bushes. Look around your customers' properties, upsell them on trimming and cleaning up some weeds. It's that time. So you can see behind me right here, we have these gardenias. Gardenias. That didn't make it through the winter cold climate that we have here in Virginia. So we're gonna put some beautiful evergreens that are deer resistant. They are less likely to get the blight and other diseases and fungus and insects. And we'll introduce you to what plants I'm talking about. Let's do it. So you can see here how they just are not enjoying life. They're trying to come back, but they suffered too much. So we're gonna put in this spot a nice hedgerow, because hedgerows are beautiful, and I think this would be a nice place to put one. We can also add some annual seasonal flowers here at the end, and we would also plant some annual beautiful colors here as well. So we're gonna dig these up, and then I'll show you what we're putting in. All right, guys. So I kind of messed up on this job, unfortunately, because it's a long trip from here to the nursery and back. I had recommended putting 5 of these beautiful new gen boxwoods in, and to form a nice formal tight hedgerow like you see over in England and such, which is what they wanted. We got to purchase 4 more. So I just sent a picture and text message to the owner to see if he wants to go ahead and have me purchase these extra 4 to squeeze in between to form the hedgerow he wants, or if he was okay with this, because honestly that adds on an extra, oh geez, $500, $400, $450, something like that. So sincere apologies, but I did mess up on that. I'll show you what the boxwoods look like, and I'll show you the tags on them. So what we're doing here is we're taking away some of the old soil, and of course we have to make the holes bigger than they were before because we're tiny shrubs. These are 7-gallon pots, and like I said, there they are, the new gen boxwoods right there. And that's what it does for you. It's supposed to be resistant to a lot of things that boxwoods suffer from. So yeah, we need one there, we need one there, and we need one there. So so it's never a good feeling to be wrong, but anytime you're wrong, just be honest. Let people know that you messed up, that you miscalculated, whatever the case is. And hey, everybody's wrong every once in a while, right? Unfortunately. I want to get to trim these shrubs while Tyler makes these holes nice and big and gets rid of that old dirt that was in there, and we'll put some nice topsoil in there with the new plantings. So stick around, trim some shrubs. All right, so I just got these amazing extended trimmers this season, and I wouldn't live life without them now. So we're gonna put them in action real quick, and we're not gonna do the whole thing because I don't know, it seems like a waste of time to watch me trim bushes, but we'll get a little bit of footage of those. This is not good for plants to live in at all. So Tyler has successfully taken all the muck dirt out of the holes, and we have them placed. And I successfully contacted the homeowner, admitted my mistakes on the size of the bed and what I was even looking at the time when I was thinking these 5 shrubs were going to cover a hedge. At any rate, it did add additional $500 to the bill, unfortunately. But because of my mistake, I'm not going to charge him extra to drive out there, pick them up, and come back here and plant them. That time's on me. So make sure you guys thoroughly check out what you're doing and how you bid this stuff. And if you mess up, sometimes you got to suck it up. All right. I'll check back in with you and let you know how the day's going. We're going to plant these. See, it's going to take 15 years for this plant to touch that plant. 15 years. So we don't want to wait that long. We just want to form a nice hedgerow. So we're going to have to fill in between the spaces. All right. All right. So Tyler's got the first 2 planted. He's got the 3 left here. And yeah, we're going to roll out the nursery after I get done cleaning up these trimmings that are everywhere. Got one more large bush right here. Large. It's little. No problems. A little bit of trimming on it. But we will check back in and show you how the progress is. We're going to the nursery right now. We're going to take y'all with us. Come on. All right, so huge shout out and thank you to my nursery ladies that allowed me to pay in advance over the phone, and it's after 5 o'clock, so they've already gone home for the day. They allowed me to come up here, pick up my 4 extra boxwoods that we needed, and I'll show you just real quick. I'm not going through the whole nursery, but I'll show you what I got real quick. All right. So that was a kind of a costly mistake on my part because I had to come all the way out here, which is an extra 2 hours drive up here and back, 2 hours total. And I don't know, it always bothers me personally when I cost my client more than I had originally said. So, yeah, I apologized. He was cool with it, as cool as you can be, because it's a substantial amount extra. They're $120 a piece times 4. So we will check back in, because I think I got other stuff to talk about. I'm gonna drive home and we'll see. Ta-da! Welcome back, everybody. Because I didn't take you home last night, figured I'd just bring you back to the job site. We're here. It's another rain day, like everybody on the East Coast. We got that system spinning on us right now, and trying to mow grass. I'm sorry, I feel for you. Wet grass is not fun to clean up, especially off of white concrete. Yeah, so we're back at the same place we were yesterday to put in the boxwoods that I totally messed up on. And also, we're gonna do some tree work. So let's get on it, and I'll show you what's going on. All right, so when you're planting anywhere, anytime, always consider underground obstacles. We already knew that this was gonna be here, and that's why we arranged them exactly the way we did. So that would go off to the side of the plant instead of creating issues. Now, when you have obstacles like that, you can also cut into the root ball. Like, I could take this root ball here and just cut out a section and let it roll. Now, if this pipe wasn't solid, you wouldn't want to do that, because the roots would eventually go into the pipe and stop the drainage. So always be conscious of what's going on and the possibilities of creating problems that you didn't think about. So I'm back on the trail now. I've already cut back a few small things, and we're gonna cut this little hanging tree out, because this is a beautiful trail on these properties. And if you haven't seen the videos on me running my Skag through these trails the first time, go back in time, way back on my channel, check them out. I might post them up here somewhere, maybe. Let's get some footage. All right, so if you notice how I did that cut, I did it so it would fall straight down. Undercut the first one, and if you do that in certain situations, this top cut will just let the tree go boom, straight down like it did. So whatever, a little amateur tree advice for you. Because I learned 20 years ago that tree business, that's going up in bucket trucks 72 feet, climbing big bull pines 120 feet with chainsaws. Yeah, I can do it, and it was fun at the time. Not anymore. I'll stay on the ground and make my money, guys. So before I get into this mess, I'm gonna go ahead and tackle a few more of these trees that are along the trail. And this one I'll show you is caught up in the tree above it. So we're gonna use the same technique, because this tree is not gonna fall. It's gonna get stuck in this tree, okay? So we'll do the same kind of thing, cut up, cut down, let it drop, and then we can drag it away. All right, so as I meander through the woods here on this rainy day, we got stuff like this, just brush that's blocking the trail. No one wants to walk through your trail, just chilling out your house and get spider webs, other stuff hitting you in the face. So that's another mission we got. We got a whole fence line over there that we got to mess with. So stick around. I know it's a long video, but it's a good one to watch. Hang out. We'll keep throwing tips out. Yeah, it's a nice clear path. We did a huge wintertime tree removal job here. It was $10,000 and it took us a whole week in the snow with a big, huge diesel chipper involved to clear out a lot of land here. So if you like watching tree work, that video series of the 5 days out here in the snow and the huge diesel chipper, look for that one 2 winters ago. Not this past one, winter before last. That's pretty cool to watch. And he was there with me the whole time, learning how to do this warrior life. He ain't gonna stick around for long, but after he goes and does his own world, he may come back. You never know. We've all been there in those places before. Perfect. So another mission we have in the forest work always is to keep the hardwood trees and yeah, as much as possible, keep the hardwood trees. We like those. So this is where the trail comes in off the driveway that goes down there to that little stream and bench and up there. Pretty amazing property. Something that everybody would enjoy doing is walking down your trails on your weekends, right? But I did see some bear scat, so beware of the bears when you're out in the woods. Keep your eyes open. And maybe Sasquatch too. Just saying. All right, so while I've been gone, Tyler and been up here planting. Ooh, that's looking good. I'm happy with that. Now that's gonna be a nice hedge for sure. Let me tell you, these 7-gallon pots, those 7-gallon pots are heavy, y'all. Like, really heavy for boxwoods. Solid. Another thing, when we're planting these, if you need to raise one a little bit to get it more level with the others, that's what you need to do. And plants don't mind being planted above the grade some, as long as you get that mulch to cover up the roots. Yeah. You don't ever want to have plants below the grade, sitting in holes. All right, so sometimes you press record and it doesn't record. So I'm going to say everything I just said all over again. When you're doing this tree work and you're going to use the ladder, and I'm going to use the ladder, it's dangerous, all right? All that weight can swing, hit the ladder, knock you out, you come down. Hopefully you don't land on the saw or your neck. Now, what I'm going to do on this tree to make it safer, we have all this end weight. So I'm going to start up here and take all this trash off this tree and get the weight off of it. It includes these trees that are holding it up in a pinch, because if I were to go on that ladder, detach that, with that thing still pinched in there, it could easily knock back on me and do exactly what I said. So let's knock it out. And yeah, that commentary was nowhere near as entertaining as the first one. Sorry. We'll keep on rolling.
Wouldn't you? So it doesn't pinch it?
Yep. All right. So, number one rule when you're doing tree work, keep your ground level clear so you're not tripping with that chainsaw in your hand. All right. We got everything cleared out from underneath, so there's no obstacles, and we're gonna start working this limb down. And like Dalton said, when you have the weight like this, you undercut, okay? And that way it won't pinch your saw blade and waste time. Let's do it. Woohoo! What's I'm talking about, baby? We don't need no ladder. We don't need no ladder today. That's how God works for you. Now that is how the universe works for you, all right? Now I was hoping that was what was gonna happen because there was only a little bit holding it together. And the weight, popped it off as you saw. That's what I was hoping was gonna happen. But the way the universe works, if you speak it, sometimes it ain't gonna work. If you let the universe know you're worried about it, that's bothering you, it ain't gonna happen. Now, same thing goes if you are bullying other people or just being a true a-hole in life. Your vibes come back to you, man. You start putting out those bad vibes, making fun of other people because they're a little bit lower than you, they're not caught up to where you're at. Dude, bad vibes come at you hardcore. Pay attention in your life. Change your life, start helping people out, and everything good starts happening. Let's get this stuff cut up. Get out of here. So this tree right here, about a 100-foot tree. Me and Dalton, in last year's videos, after that series I was talking about, we free climbed up it, and we got a cool video up there. And it's pretty amazing too. It's a good time. It's got good stuff in it, so I'll try to plug it in. If not, it's at that wintertime tree video series with the chipper involved, okay? That was fun. Like I said, I ain't doing that for a living anymore, but he was already halfway up the tree, so what's an old man gonna do? Let his son show him up? Nah, I had to climb up it, so we'll check back in. We got more work down here. Come on. All right, so we ran out of gas, man. Ha, way out here in the trail. He's going back to the house where the truck is. So yeah, we got trail clearance going on here. Didn't even have to use the old 25-year-old ladder. This thing definitely needs to be replaced with a new one. But it's so light. It's something I can really pick up like one hand and sling it around. I still like it. It was my grandmother's. What can you say? All right, so after you get this little baby standing up like a toothpick with no base anymore, this is my style of getting these things down. All right, go ahead. Just don't trip over the saw. Going this way?
Yeah,
all right, come on then. Coming at me, huh? Nope. Watch right here. Yeah. Pretty simple process. When we go through forest area and you have all these hanger trees that catch stuff, do those cuts up, down, it lands, drag it out just like that. Okay. We'll check back in. We got this other work. So there's the big tree that the limb was on, and you can tell the path is nice and clean. Took down all the trash trees it was stuck on, and the path goes this way. And yeah, our work is this way, so that's where we're going. All right, so this is one of my favorite parts of the trail. It opens up to a meadow, and we have to go through and clear all this stuff out all the way down because my mower cuts this area every other week. So we'll get some footage real quick, clear it on out, then we'll talk for sure.
One, 2, 3.
All right, guys, look.
Oh my.
I keep telling you guys, death can happen any moment out here when you're working. Let me show you something real quick. Cutting trees, you wouldn't think this, but here it is in real life. You got a snake skin here. Got another one right here.
Right above.
Another one right here. So, if you didn't know the snakes hang out in trees, there you go, man. Snakes hang out in trees. So, you're going to here doing work. You ain't just looking on the ground for snakes. You gotta look up also. We'll continue this mission.
Where you going?
Crazy. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so no snakes jumped out of the trees at me, and we're good to go. I'm gonna walk down this trail real quick right now, and then I think we're bugging out. It's just been pouring down rain. I'm soaked. Plus the trees are already soaked. So let's go. Walk down the trail real quick. So we come out of the woods and it's really raining out here. It's kind of cool. Anyways, let me show you this beautiful hedgerow that is accomplished. And as the next couple seasons go through, we'll trim it and turn to a nice English style hedge. You got a small space right there because that's where that drain was. It'll all grow together. You won't even know it. So, no worries. You know, I probably would have twisted him a little bit to help that appearance factor. But I had my boys plant these. They look good. Alright, so I fixed him. I just had to straighten him out a little bit, that's all. He's much better now. Boom. So we are back in the lair, and we got a few things I want to talk about real quick. If you're still watching at this point in the video, you're not a troll. You're one of us. You're part of the community, and you're a warrior. And I want to talk about a few important things that are on my mind right now. Number one is this channel is all about encouragement, motivation to get you going strong even when you're feeling down. We all go through these struggles in life. We all go through phases in our business to where we need that encouragement from other people outside of our bubble. So, number two is knowledge sharing. This channel's here to share knowledge so we can all learn from it. All right? None of us are greater than the last because we all had stepping stones to get here. And that stepping stone process requires us to gain knowledge as we go. The plant tags that I collect as I go to nurseries, I keep those. I have them to look at. They tell you the description of the plants, how it grows, what it needs. That's how I learned a huge knowledge base. It was just through doing it and having those. We have books. We have manuals on how to build retaining walls. I've studied over the winter months and then went and put huge retaining wall projects in the next year. Guys, if you don't know how to work on engines, take a wintertime small engine course so you can save yourself time and money out here while you're mowing grass. Knowledge is power, and you can accomplish a lot with it. That's why we're here. We're a community, and if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Obviously, many of you have dropped some awesome questions in the comments already on prior videos, and I have not gotten to those yet, but I have read them all. I'm just a slacker when it comes to this side of my life, because the real business life and the real family life and the father life and the husband life, that's what takes priority. And I'm sure you understand that. I've been running my mouth long enough at the end of this video now, and just to let you know, this whole video was shot on my brand new iPhone 14 Pro Max. So if you can tell the difference in the audio, in the video, anything like that, let me know, because that was $1,100. Almost as much as I made off YouTube since I got monetized, but not quite. But you guys are worth it. So we'll go ahead and upgrade our filming abilities. Until the next time, be good if you can, always be kind, and above all, love each other. Peace, Elite Landscape Style. See those gloves? Always be ready to fight. That sword, be a warrior for yourself and for truth, and sometimes for others. Stick up for people who are weaker than you. Y'all be good.